Winning Forex trading strategy. This particular strategy is meant for MetaTrader4 and not MetaTrader5. You can use this on any RPS at all, either on EDCs, Forex pairs, on gold. Depends on what you want to trade. Combine three indicators together for this particular strategy. And this strategy is meant for MetaTrader4 and not MetaTrader5. And make sure you trade this on a regulated forex broker so that you will be able to withdraw your money. I have a few links in my video description for regulated brokers that I've used, and you can register with any of the brokers. This system is meant for MetaTrader4, and make sure you follow me closely as I explain to you how to use this particular strategy. It worked really well, and I'm going to show you the setting for each of these indicators in the course of this video. But make sure you follow me closely. And the download link for this particular indicator, all the indicator used is in the video description. Make sure you download it. If you are ready, then I am ready. Follow me as I show you how to use this particular strategy. Welcome to Profiting Forex Trading channel, and this is how to use this particular strategy. And number one thing you have to look out for is this particular band, this TMA band that does not repaint, and then make sure you set it up accordingly. And if you look at this TMA band that does not repaint, we have the upper band which is red, color red, and the lower band is color white. First thing you have to look out for, make sure the candle touches each of this band, either the upper or the lower band of this particular indicator. Then when it touches the lower or the upper band of this particular indicator, the next thing for you to do is to wait for this star, star on top of this. The same indicator give us this particular star. And when you see this, because some cases you might see it might touch the lower band, but you might not see the star, and that means that strategy or that setup is invalid. And at this point it touches the lower band. At this particular point here, it touches the lower band, and we have the star here. Once you have this condition number one is met, the next thing you look out for this second arrow, this magenta indicator. Once it gives us this magenta color indicator, once you have this arrow too, then you wait for the third arrow, and this arrow is from Obo's indicator. This particular indicator, this is the arrow for this indicator. Once you have all the trees in agreement, then you can place your trade. The stop loss will be few pips below the previous low, and you can ride the trend. And the take profit, you might use the middle band for this particular indicator, the middle value for this particular indicator. And this is how to use this particular strategy. And for a set also, make sure the candle touches the upper band, as we can see here. Then you have this star, this red star, then followed by this particular magenta colored arrow, then with white arrow also from Mobus. Then the stop loss few pips above the previous high. Then you ride the trend either to the middle or to the lower part of the band, or you might use other indicator to determine your take profit. And this is how I use this. And this particular point, we have all the three indicators in agreement for this particular PS, which is US 30, and we have the star here touches the upper band, then we have the star, then the magenta color arrow, then the white arrow. Then you can place your sell here, and the take profit will be at the middle band, and your stop loss just few pips above the previous high before the spark above, just few pips above the previous high. Then you ride the trend. And let me tell you, no particular strategy is 100% accurate. This is meant for MetaTrader4 and not MetaTrader5. And let's check other let's check the history also. And here we have all these indicator here in agreement. We have the touches the lower band at this particular point, then we are followed by this star R, then we have the magenta color arrow followed by white. So at this point you can place your trade and ride the trend. And here we have all the three indicators here in agreement. These forex indicators were in agreement at this particular point, so you can place your trade here. This is invalid also. Now that you know how to use this particular strategy, let me show you the setting for each of these indicator. And here is this NRP indicators. Make sure you change the time frame to H4 if you want to use it on lower time frame, and if you want to use it on 1 hour or 4 hour, make sure you change it, this particular value either to W1 weekly or D1. You can turn it to D1 for daily or W1 for weekly, and the MN for monthly. But since I'm trading on lower time frame, I'm going to use H4. It's okay for me. And the RSI period is 4, MA type is 1, and the MA period is 2. Make sure you pause the video and enter the value accordingly. So this is all you need to do for this particular indicator. Make sure you change the color accordingly and you enter the arrow for up and down. This is what I use. Then click OK when you are done. And the second indicator is this TMA indicator that does not repeat. Then these are the colors that I use, and here are the values. I change the half length to 89, then time frame is correct time frame, then price is 6, and the band deviation is 2. You can reduce this or you increase it. You can increase it or change it, but this is what I am using and it's working well for me. So you can play with all this value. You can reduce this to like 1.6, or you can increase it to 2.5. You can play with any of the value you want, and this is how to set it up. And these are the colors that I use. And the last indicator that you see the arrow on the main chart is this STI obos indicator, and here are the values for this indicator. I do not change anything here because you don't there's no option to change this particular value. So the only thing you can change is either to turn the alert on or off, and if you want the alert you can leave it the way it is. And here is the color, and you can change the color here also if you want to. This is the color for this crossover of this particular indicator, but the arrow, that white arrow, does not this is where you can do that also. You can change it here. This is where I change it to white for buy and sell, and you can do the same thing also. Once you are done, just click OK, and you are going to have it. So it's the arrow, the white arrow you see here is as a result of the cross from the ST obo. So there's no need for you to keep this on the chart. You can minimize this particular chart and see the market clearly, since it's going to change, since we are using the arrow on the main chart. And this is how to use this particular strategy, and this is how to set up these forex tools. This is how to use this particular strategy. You can use it on any time frame, but you have to change the value of this particular arrow. That's why I told you the settings for M4. So if you leave it for H4, if you leave it like this, if you want to trade on higher time frame, the arrow won't be accurate. So make sure you increase the value for this particular arrow. Depends on the time frame you want to use. For 15 and 30 minutes, this value H4 is okay, but I'm trading on the 15-minute time frame. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly make sure you do so and give me a thumb up. Till I come your way again, I remain your fellow trader, Joe, and bye for now.